let's start by addressing the term or word superfood. Now, many nutritionists actually shudder at the thought of that word because there is no one singular food that can give you that amazing boost that can make you a better, faster, stronger athlete overnight. It is about a combination of various nutritious foods combined with a training plan that will make you a better athlete. That said, some foods pack more of a punch when it comes to their nutrient values than others. It is these nutrient-rich foods that are thought to actually be more beneficial to our overall health. But before we go into the foods that I've chosen, I had to obviously cap it somewhere, and I couldn't include every food that's good for you. And I did some research, spoke to some experts, and I have chosen my 11 favorite superfoods. Starting with eggs. The standout reason for eating eggs is for their protein content because they contain all of the essential amino acids and they're easy to digest. Now, on top of this macronutrient, they've also got vitamins, minerals, omega-3 and antioxidants. Well, all of this combined makes them great for muscle synthesis and recovery. Well, one of the important parts for me about the egg is that it's convenient and it's cheap. Now, admittedly, much to my colleagues' disapproval, I do quite often have a hard-boiled egg in my bag, which comes out for a mid-morning snack. But if you don't want to upset your colleagues, there's so many other ways in which you can include eggs into your nutrition. A great way is to make a Spanish omelette. So you can have it hot in the evening, maybe make a large one, and then use the other half for breakfast if you're on the go the next day. It's also a great way of using up all the contents in your fridge. Right, next we have kale. Now, this one does get some mixed reviews, but it's certainly become pretty fashionable in the last few years. And I remember as a child actually hating eating kale and my parents now laughing at me because I include this in quite a lot of my meals. Well, this comes from the cabbage family and it's really high in vitamins A, K, B6, iron and calcium. This super green food is full of antioxidants, carotenoids and flavonoids, which are great for the anti-inflammatory process, something really important for athletes because we put so much stress on our bodies. And talking of putting stress on our bodies, we also need a higher amount of calcium and iron. So it comes in really handy for that, especially for female athletes and those who maybe don't eat meat or dairy. So you might be wondering how to make this vegetable exciting or tasty. Well, recently I actually experimented with putting it in the roasting oven with a bit of coconut oil and some almonds, which toasted nicely and it came out really crispy. Another option is obviously steaming veg or boiling it, but if you do cook it this way, just try to keep it to a minimum because you don't want to lose those vital micronutrients. Next up, we've got the humble root vegetable, the beetroot. Well, this has increased in popularity recently, partly because of its high antioxidant level in the form of anthocyanin. But more recently and more significantly for sport, it is because of its high levels of nitrate. Now, studies have actually suggested that consuming high levels of nitrate can help with athletic performance, especially when it comes to endurance athletes. This veg has become so popular that you even see it popping up in cakes, although I would not recommend trying to get your nitrate quantities out of a red velvet cake, for example, because the amount of cake you'd have to eat to get enough nitrate would certainly cancel out the benefit there. But there are so many other ways in which you can use this veg. You can pop it into other bits of baking, but probably best kept as a savoury dish, either roasting it, you can grate it in salads, or add it into smoothies and juices. Another root vegetable, the sweet potato. Now, this one has a lot more health benefits over the bog standard white potato, one of which being the fact that it has plenty of fibre and slow-releasing carbohydrates. But on top of that, it also contains beta-carotene, giving you vitamin A. It also has plenty of vitamin C, so it's packed full of antioxidants. They also help to lower blood pressure and they're a great food for athletes because they are so packed with vitamins and minerals. They include the likes of potassium, iron, manganese and copper, all vitamins that athletes are quite often susceptible to lacking. And the latter two, copper and manganese, are great for healthy muscle function. Well, again, how to use this root vegetable? There are so many simple options. Roast it, mash it, slice it and have it fried with breakfast, or you could even put it in brownies, although I'd suggest keeping that one to a minimum.